we should look at someone who's got a professional qualification. So in the FPI world, that would be a CFP professional. It's the same in any other profession. If you were looking at doing any legal affairs or any accounting affairs, you would ideally want to deal with a qualified lawyer or an accountant. The second thing I think which is important is that your professional belongs to a professional body, and in our case that's the FPI, so the Financial Planning Institute. To retain membership of the FPI, one also needs to be keeping up to date with their CPD points on an annual basis, which basically means that your planner is staying updated on an annual basis and keeping his qualification valid. Then the next thing you'd probably look at is, does the planner have a professional setup? So do they have an office, or is he working out the back of his car? Does he have staff? And obviously this will be an indication of whether it's a professional setup that you're dealing with as well. Experience is really important. Obviously, you'd ideally deal with someone who's not recently qualified. In the same vein, if you were dealing with a surgeon, you'd want someone who has the qualification but also has done the operation a few times. So experience is important, and you could probably ask for referrals from your financial planner, and he would be able to give you a few names of existing clients that could vouch for the type of work and the quality of work that he does. I think what is also important is establishing how many clients your planner has. If he's dealing with 2,000 people, I think you'd understand that your chances of getting personal attention are going to be minimal. I think it's recognized that ideally a person shouldn't have more than 120 to 130 clients. Based on that, he should be able to give you personal attention. I think any advice that you get should be, and that you follow, should be based on a solid long-term personal financial plan. So I think the first step would be for your planner to really get to understand and know you, know what your dreams and your lifestyle goals are, and what you want out of life, and then from there, put together a plan. This is again basically following the 6-step process which the FPI, which the Financial Planning Institute, recommend. It's a universally recommended strategy for doing financial planning. Your financial planner should educate you to help you understand how the steps that he's advising that you take will help your plan work and see you achieve what you want in the long run. You need to feel a sense of clarity and control and understanding, and unless you have this, you really should not consider moving forward. The bottom line should be that if there is not a plan, you should not be moving forward. There are various ways of paying your financial planner. There's certain planners who will charge fees based on time, but the most common is probably the assets under management fee, where a planner will charge an annual fee for the assets which they look after for you. There's no really wrong or right way of doing this, I believe, as long as it's completely transparent. The fees are discussed up front, and they're very simple to understand, and that you as a client understand what you're paying for, and then obviously what you're getting for it as well. I personally believe in the lifetime value of a relationship. What this means really is that there's going to be times where your financial planner does a lot of work, and perhaps because a client doesn't have a lot of funds, they're not going to be earning a lot at that point. But as they move down the line and the plan that they put in place is working, as the client's fees grow, so does the income that the financial planner would earn as well. The benefit of this is when something happens in life is that you have a go-to person, an established relationship, someone that you trust, that you can ask straight away. This will obviously help with any tricky situations that will definitely arise throughout your life. It's important that you see the value in what you're paying. In other words, the fees that you're paying, you must see the value in it. It's in the eye of the beholder, and it should equal the value proposition that you believe that you're getting. It also goes without saying that the fees should not be crippling the financial plan. In other words, if the financial plan must be able to work despite what the financial planner or any other party is charging you for. I think ideally you want a financial planner who's not going to agree with everything that you want to do. You want someone strong enough who's prepared to say no to stop you from making a mistake which could have dire effects on your financial outcomes. So you need someone who is going to be completely impartial and not just do whatever you would like to do and what you think is the best. You also need someone who's not going to be a jack of all trades. So if he's a qualified financial planner or she, and they're not an attorney and they're not an accountant, although they may know quite a bit on these subjects, ideally they should not be trying to do your taxes or draft wills for you. I believe rather they should be the go-to person who brings together various parties, an accountant and a lawyer in this example, who can look after those needs for you, and your financial planner would be the person that sits in on those meetings and makes sure that all those three are all aligned.